Elden Ring, greatest game ever. Dude, shut the fuck up, you nerds. First of all.
Wow, I can already tell this review is going to be perfectly non-biased and definitely won't be a 5-minute roast session. But in all seriousness, I was having a good time watching some YouTube earlier when I stumbled across what might be the single worst game review of all time. I'm going to be hiding this guy's name, but this review surprisingly got around 200,000 views. Getting straight into it, we have...
First of all, if you're playing on PC, don't even bother. The game stutters, it's broken, you can't even get more than 60 frames per minute. If I got a 38.
Congratulations, you just finished the only valid criticism in this entire game review. Yes, the game on launch had stuttering problems, which are largely fixed now, but it's reasonable to assume that people wouldn't get the game for this reason, at least until it was fixed. So good job stumbling across valid arguments.
Trust me, bro, I refunded this game. It's stuttering, you can't get any frames. It looks really beautiful if you don't move. So you just start.
He then says this. Real shocker. The guy didn't even play over 2 hours of the game before writing this review. Want to know how I know that? He said he refunded the game immediately, which by Steam's policies you can only do in the first 2 hours of any gaming sessions. So yeah, basically the entire rest of this video is rage bait.
The movement of the player is not really that great. I mean, I don't know, man. Maybe it's just because gamers are all likely to get like the jab, like bam, and then they got blood clots in the brain, and then now they're suffering from some kind of mental disability.
Yep, he really says there's no direction where to go after playing the game for less than 2 hours. In this time, I can assume that he didn't even get to the map that you unlock in the first area of the game, or even doesn't have torrent yet. Which, keep in mind, both are in the direction the game sends you at the start in Grace, and with the clear road that leads you to those locations.
All these developers and Comic-Con nerds and whatever websites and gamer review, whatever, IGN and GameStop or who the hell ever, doesn't matter. Maybe that's why they're all saying it's the greatest game ever. They got blood clots and they're not getting enough circulation, they're free prefrontal lobes.
This point of him not liking movement goes completely unvalidated. Why don't you like the movement? What's janky about it? And by the way, I've cut out several sections of him talking about blood clots this far, so you're welcome for that. Getting right back into it, we have...
Man, it still has issues. It's not even that well played. Like, I don't know how much money these guys are getting paid or how many blood clots they have to tell you that this is the best game ever. It isn't. I'll tell you what's a better game. Call of Duty Vanguard.
This, again, is not valid criticism, and is probably the single worst rage bait video I've ever seen. Why do you think the game is undeserving of good reviews? Oh, that's right, maybe because you didn't actually get into the game for more than an hour, you idiot.
It really is just another Dark Souls. It's nothing new under the sun. I don't really understand why everyone is so fired up about it. It's simply a Dark Souls that allows you to run around more. I mean, I don't understand this whole thing about buying the same game every year, year after year after year, and expecting it and not getting bored by it and be like, this is awesome. It's the same thing, rinse and repeat.
Elden Ring definitely isn't the only Soulsborne game to be open world, and Night Rain definitely won't be the only roguelike Soulsborne we've ever had. This guy's points are so misconstrued, it's wild to me. Also, since you seem to like Call of Duty, I, as a person who's played COD since Black Ops 2, can confidently say that most people would agree with me in the fact that newer releases are literally just rinse and repeat money printers.
Maybe people who play this game are just cucks. Maybe they're just beta males. They like to suffer. Like, they like to try so hard and die after time after time after time. They're like the kind of dudes that pay somebody to step on their nuts. You know, I don't know.
Wow, that's exactly right. You don't know. Maybe because you refunded the game after dying to the Grafted Scion and the Knight of Godric. But I can confidently say that this guy doesn't understand FromSoft games at a core level. Souls games are meant to be a challenge that's rewarding for players to overcome. Getting right back into it though, we have...
Elden Ring sucks. It's not a lot of fun. If you like Dark Souls and you enjoy doing the exact same thing over and over again, then you know what, hey, and you enjoy stuttering and you enjoy bad graphics and you enjoy dying and over and it looks really beautiful.
This guy is just a walking contradiction at this point. First, Elden Ring looked beautiful, now it has bad graphics. Pick an argument, man. So yeah, this guy's review really sucked, especially for a pretty good audience of 200,000 people. It lacked substance and was devoid of much anything else besides talking about blood clots for 5 minutes. Don't be like this guy. That's gonna be all. Like or sub if you enjoyed, dislike if you didn't, and I'll see you tomorrow with some more Elden Ring content.